You're not gonna do anything?
I don't think she cares. She literally said, "You know what, Sergio? I'm sick of
She
your
said,
ass."
"Fuck you."
She's not dealing with your nonsense today.
She's like, "Not today."
It's been a second. We missed a week, and then we and also I.
Did we miss a week?
We missed a week because we didn't upload anything last week, I think. And then we also forgot to promote the latest episode.
Yeah, and I also had the thing where I died for 3 days and came back on a Sunday.
He did.
So
we've been through some rough patches,
but
now
really rough.
We're back temporarily.
But remember, I died for everyone's sins.
Yeah. So everyone should send more.
Yes, so I could do it again.
So we can do it again. Exactly.
Yes, every year.
This will happen every year.
Yes, every year.
If you weren't aware.
On Trans Visibility Week Day.
Yeah, on TDOV. So happy birthday to all my trans siblings, sisters, brothers, and everybody else.
And thank you, President Biden, for overshadowing a religious holiday.
Daddy Biden, what's going on?
What is going on?
And I said, yeah. Welcome to the podcast. I'm Cecilia. She's just here in like comments on that rude because I cry about it. Well, I may not cry about it. I'm actually doing fine.
You're heavy medicated. That's why you won't cry about it.
So I am the hostess with the mostest temporarily.
Yeah.
And someone's next to me.
And I'm the co-hostess with a ham and cheese roll with the orange drink, if you know, you know.
And a small bag of chips.
And a small bag of chips. I won't disclose what bag of chips, but...
Or what orange drink.
Or what orange drink or what a ham and cheese on a roll is.
My favorite TikTok afterwards.
My name is Sergio.
His name is Sergio. Someone stitched it and was like, what do you... When, of course, they were very... What is it called? Puerto New Yorkan? Whatever that is called. Where they're Puerto Rican and they're New York. So... They had a very particular accent. And they were like, what are you talking about, J-Lo Mama? We have so many kinds of chips and so many drinks that are orange. Is it a Calypso? Is it a Minute Maid? Is it a Fanta? Like,
my favorite part is when someone went into a bodega and they're like, do bags come in bigger size and small? What is like...
They only have 2 sizes. The 8 ounce, I think, and the 16
the party
ounce.
size.
Yeah, you only get... No, sometimes they have little... They
do. They do. You're right.
They used to be $1.
Yes.
You used to be able to get 3 for $1. Now it's, I think...
2 for $1.
It's 2 for $1 now, yeah.
Honestly, 2 for $2.
I was going to say, it's probably now it's like 2 for 2 or 2 for 3 because it's a small tangent. I did go to 7-Eleven very recently.
Yes, you did.
This morning because it was somebody's birthday yesterday. And I was like, oh, let me get this old-ass man. He's not that old.
Was it mine?
No, it wasn't your birthday.
Was it John's?
No. John's birthday. Happy birthday, John. So it's something I wanted to I forgot where my phone is. But I had talking points. I don't anymore now because I don't know where my phone is. But John's birthday is this week. We'll be uploading probably the week of his birthday. So happy birthday, John.
Happy birthday, John.
Happy birthday, John. Would you like to know what his cake is before we circle back?
I feel like John might have a basic flavor that he really enjoys about cake. Mm-hmm. But I would say
yes,
it is carrot cake or red velvet.
The first one. His favorite
it.
is carrot cake with cream cheese icing, whether it's whip or buttercream. He likes both of them.
That's not a bad choice.
That was what I was going to make this year, but we saw the second season of Crime Scene Kitchen, and he was enamored by this cute Cuba Libre cake, which is coconut rum and lime. So I am doing probably.
Who's the host on that show? Joe McHale?
It's Joe McHale and then Yolanda Gamp. She's a cake lady.
Okay, I love Joe McHale. He's funny.
He's a good host.
He's a douche, but I love him.
I don't like him for that reason, but he's a very good host.
I respect him. He used to host one of my favorite shows called The Soup on E.
Yes.
I loved him on that show particularly. I think that's where I get my sense of humor, honestly.
It makes sense because you think you're pausing for audience applause and then it's just me making fun of you. Mm-hmm. So his cake, pause for the applause. I love Lady Gaga. Regardless, this is literally just like brain vomit dump the podcast.
Isn't it? It always is every episode. And it's literally always has been. Remember when we actually did hard journalistic news at the beginning of Project Tonic?
And we
got so bored of it.
Yeah, it was pretty boring because we're like, we don't like this. Honestly, it is kind of fun though to like loosely bring it back, but only when it's stuff that we want to talk about, which is like entertainment stuff.
Just wait for it until election month.
like Ice Spice versus Cardi B and that other guy.
Did that happen?
It was very briefly because they were talking. someone was basically calling Cardi Puerto Rican when she's Dominican, and of course, people who are Southern American have that very pride in their ethnicity and their cultures.
It's really the same thing.
It's not though. See, Cardi B, come beat his ass. Hennessy, come beat his ass.
It only really matters if you're an American.
The reason why she was upset is because Ice Spice gets called Dominican because
is Ice Spice not Dominican?
Ice Spice is Dominican. I think so. Yeah, but Ice Spice inserted herself into the narrative and she said, sorry, Cardi, it's because I have an African American parent and a Dominican one. You see,
it doesn't take away any.
Exactly.
She's still Dominican.
No, but so is Cardi, because Cardi also has, I think, a parent who's black and a parent who's Dominican. Regardless, it doesn't matter. It was a very silly situation, I believe, and Ice Spice inserted herself, and everyone was like, "What are you doing there?"
So J-Lo, we're still talking about
that. Sometimes you just want an orange drink. And how much she's on a roll.
Can I tell you my other two favorite clips from that interview?
Wait, but can I also tell you what
documentary?
What John's cake is?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
John's cake is going to be a yellow cake with possibly a whiskey simple syrup.
Okay, that sounds
which would
good.
Sound really good. A pudding filling, which I may or may not do, and a lime buttercream.
You better save me a slice.
You want some? I was gonna. I think
like
I might
a tiny piece.
A little piece.
Like a little piece of
I'll throw it in the freezer for you. I was gonna do just only like a 2-layer 5-inch, but I think now because it sounds really good and everyone who's like
everyone was like, save me a slice.
Yes, exactly. So I think I'm probably gonna make cupcakes or like an 8-inch.
Yeah. But save me just a tiny bit.
I'll save you a skinny piece.
Yeah. Yes, please do. Yeah, you were gonna say something.
I hate also. So sorry. This is another small point before we continue with our 700 discussions that we have going on. People at the coffee bar, which is my other job, for those who don't know, I'm a hardworking woman, will say, can I get a skinny vanilla latte? Which, if you don't know what that is.
If you're going to, I'm just going to say, comment, and we could go back to yours because I'm pretty sure you have, maybe we'll align on something.
Probably, yes.
If you're going to put in the calories, just get it full fat.
Yes.
Don't get it skinny.
Who cares? Exactly. That is also the conclusion that all of my other barista coworkers and friends, family, and beloved ones have. If you're already gonna get a sugary drink, just commit.
Just commit to the whole thing. It's fine.
Exactly.
You're gonna sweat it out anyway.
Yes. Or you're gonna fucking burn the calories going up the stairs or up the elevator.
Or you're gonna go into the shitter and let it go.
Yeah, and you're probably also gonna get like a super fat ass lunch delivered anyway. So
exactly. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, that just reminds me of something that happened to me for lunch this week, but we could just save it.
At lunch. Yeah. See, lunch is a bewitching hour because some people will get extra coffees and some people will double fist refreshers. We'd also
do both.
Yeah. Honestly, I would too if I was an opportunity of an office worker to take advantage of the coffee bar, but I would be nice about it and I would tip every time.
Oh, duh. Who's not tipping? Is the majority of people not tipping?
They don't. Yeah, which is why they can all suck my toes. We don't know what just happened, but something happened.
A technical difficulty.
We had a brief technical difficulty, which we're not strangers to, and for the most part, are easily.
You know, we had a good run without having any technical stuff until now. Yeah.
It was the ghost. The ghost.
It was really weird. It just clicked off. It was really weird.
I didn't even hit it.
Anyway.
What were we saying before we were rudely interrupted?
People not tipping at your coffee place.
No one tips except for one person. They did send me $5 through Apple Pay.
Well,
so that person
still got tipped.
has my heart.
Every time I buy coffee at the office, like I have to pay for my coffee. I always tip 20%.
Yeah, even if it's only like $1, $2.
Yeah.
It's nothing to you because you make more money than the barista anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So back to my lunch comment, and I'm probably never going to buy coffee from this place ever again.
Is it White Rhino?
Yes, it's White Rhino.
Fuck White Rhino. They only want to pay their baristas $9 an hour.
Dude, it sucks. So I get there Tuesday. I believe it was a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday.
Because I was like, I'm going to eat healthy. I didn't bring any lunch with me.
Let me get a salad.
So I was gonna like, we have a common area where they have like walls, like the seltzers, like water seltzers. I was like, I'm gonna get that to drink. I'm gonna get a salad from White Rhino.
Oh my God.
And I'm gonna get a bag of chips. I was so excited for lunch.
Of course.
I ordered it at 9 a.m. because I was like, by time noon, everyone's gonna want a salad.
Exactly.
So I ordered it early, put it to pick up at noon. When I get down there, they're like, we don't sell any more salads. I've been charged and everything.
They couldn't have called you?
They could have not. That pissed me off because when I get there, the guy didn't even read the tickets. There were the mobile orders. He didn't read any of the tickets. There were 3 of them. Luckily, like, I don't know if someone like. Luckily, no one else came down there that had a mobile order. That ordered before me because
y'all
they wouldn't have anything.
Had a mom and dad and then beat up and ate the baristas.
Yeah. So I went up there and I was like, he's like, we don't have any more. We don't sell any salads at this location anymore. I'm like, why is it still in the app?
Why is it still available to order? It should say not available.
Exactly. Yeah. And anyway, he was like, I'm gonna issue a refund. I was like, okay, that's totally cool.
Okay, Slay. I don't get my salad though.
I was still charged for the salad. I had to call yesterday and go like, hey, 3 days ago,
where's my refund?
You said you issued a refund. Where's my refund?
Yeah, max it should take 3 to 5 days. So it should have already been
he's
here.
like, well, I issued one. Then he called me back. I was like, oh, it apparently never went through.
Of course.
I'm like, fuck you guys. So never again.
Never again.
Just gonna have the office brewed coffee.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta do it.
It's not good, but they do it on purpose so we go down there. But
yeah, so you're already enticed by biting other things.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to know from the previous conversation what a skinny quote unquote latte is,
we did it.
It'll be your shorts of sugar-free syrup with the skinniest milk available, which is usually non-fat, typically. And my favorite thing to say to the person my barista friend who's on bar is to tell them, please give me an extra thick, fat, obese latte. Of course, I have to say it under my breath, but I think it's funny to me.
I just wouldn't make it as skinny. I would just constantly not make one.
Some people have dietary restrictions, which is why I
then don't
still
order. Bring your own from home.
I just realized, do I need a bottle opener for this?
I think you need a bottle opener for that. I've always used a bottle opener.
Do you have one?
Yeah, there's a couple in my drawer.
I'll have to drink this later. But I did want to, I'm experimenting and I'm not sober anymore. Well,
You're not sober?
Well, I'm
still sober.
Yeah, I know. I'm breaking my streak because I want to try this. How do you throw hard soda?
Dude, it's really good. They're really good.
I know. Sergio was
I drink a whole case.
He drank a whole case by himself.
And I'm still claiming to be sober.
Exactly. Well, this is a topic of this brief discussion that I wanted to have because I am not sober by choice. I'm forced to.
Oh, so you shouldn't have that then.
I shouldn't.
You should give it back.
But I'm going to drink it anyway.
No, you shouldn't. I'm trying to save your life.
And I'm not an addict.
To save your life.
I just have a medication that's like, hey, you shouldn't drink.
Yeah, I think once your body gets adjusted to it, you could drink on moderation.
Yeah, but most of the time you have to limit yourself to like
drinks.
1 or 1.5 because those, especially like
no more shots.
Those drinks on your antidepressants will be the strongest you'll ever experience in your life. So you only need 1.5 or like just one shot and you're like, whoa, the world is spinning.
Yeah. As someone who recently got diagnosed with something,
you know what it's like.
It's been hard.
Yeah. It's been a rough patch. We're learning a lot of things about us and each other.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, the other 2 things I liked from that interview is when they asked her, what else do New Yorkers say? She's like, fuck you. I think everyone says that.
I think that's normal for everyone.
Yeah. Also, I don't think she's lived in New York for the last 30 years of her life.
She's so old.
She's so old.
My favorite comment in the TikTok I briefly described was that someone was like, Papa, Joe, the stuff that she gets doesn't exist anymore because she's so old now. And he was like, not too much on my sis. It was so, I literally screamed at that comment.
Oh my God. The other thing is from her documentary from her movie that no one wanted to buy.
Oh, she had to self-fund it, right?
She had to self-fund everything.
Which is really funny.
Which also, like, if you have to self-fund your own movie, it should be a red flag to yourself that maybe it's not a good idea to make this happen.
Come on, girl. You know why nobody wants to fund your project.
It's not good.
Because investors foam at the mouth to basically fund any rich person's project because they know they're going to get their money back.
Exactly.
But if they're not, that should tell you.
It should tell you it's not a good idea.
You're going to be flop for the rest of your life, J-Lo.
They're interviewing her for her documentary that I guess she also self-produced.
She had to.
Where she's like working out and her hair's all wild. She's like, this reminds me when I was 16 when I was running up the block.
Girl, no, you were not Jenny on the block. She
Jenny.
Wishes she was.
Okay, so she's doing a tour this year.
She's touring?
Yeah.
Is Ashanti going to be doing the vocals?
Meghan Trainor. I hear Meghan Trainor's going to be there too. Not sure.
Meghan Trainor's going to do the vocals. Period. Who in their right mind who is not Amish or Mormon and doesn't live in Ohio going to see Meghan Trainor live?
So here's my theory about people who like Meghan Trainor.
Okay.
Ironically, I think through Swifties who like who say I'm all about diversity.
Yeah,
but they just listen to a plus size white girl.
Yeah, or maybe they don't have friends of color. Yeah,
no. They're by diversity they just mean girls of different body types.
Oh, that's who they are.
Yeah. That's literally the only thing I come up with Meghan Trainor fans, because who in the hell would listen to her music and go
true.
like?
She has money though.
She has money because she's written music. She's also
she's a writer.
She's written a lot of music for other artists, and she's covered vocals for allegedly Jennifer Lopez.
Oh. Okay, I see.
That's why she has money.
We see who's paying the bills now.
So I guess she got tired of just not being credited on music. So she's like, I'm releasing my own music.
That makes sense.
Which also makes me think maybe she's also self-publishing her albums.
That wouldn't be surprising. But
well, let me go back to the J-Lo tour thing. She's going on tour to promote her new album.
A new album?
Well, the album that the movie's based on.
What?
Yeah, it's that's a visual component to the music.
New music?
Yes, the movie is based on the new music. It's all new music.
My jaw's on the floor.
But yesterday I saw that her tour is being rebranded as her Best Hits tour.
Oh,
because I guess she wasn't selling a lot of tickets, so she had to bring her old music back. Which her old music is, I mean, it's all right.
You'll never be Shakira, bitch. You'll never be. I love Shakira.
Shakira recently said something that was pretty troubling about boys watching the Barbie movie.
Never mind. Shakira, you're also a flop.
She said that boys also need to watch movies that represent boys in a strong manner. I'm paraphrasing.
That's a lot.
She said that she didn't like the Barbie movie for that.
What? That's crazy. Not like boys can like things that aren't inherently masculine.
I think the Barbie movie has a lot of lessons for boys.
Yeah. Believe women.
Believe women.
Appreciate women.
Don't appreciate women. Don't downplay them.
Love women.
Yeah.
Etc.
Etc. And we should also brainwash them. But
we should brainwash them.
That's another thing.
I agree. Do you remember when the what are they called? The cheetah. Ew. The cheetah girl. She made a disgusting noise.
She burped.
That was a nasty noise. The Cheetah Girls movie. The Cheetah Girls movie? No. Pussycat Dolls. No. What are they called?
Oh, okay. First of all, pick someone who's in the group.
No. There's a red-haired one. There's a blonde-haired one, and there's one that has black curly hair. Josie and the Pussycats. There we go.
Yeah.
So they had a movie, right? There's a live-action movie that came out.
Well, they're based on a cartoon.
Yes.
Okay.
In the live-action movie, they had a subliminal messaging bit. And that
they did?
They did, yeah.
I haven't seen the movie in a while.
It flashes briefly, but they were like, and it was really so funny. So it was like a slight meta moment, which I really enjoy. Some of the movies back in the day that had that, they were like, the reason why they're breaking up with their label is because they don't want to put subliminal messaging in their music to manipulate people to buy more of the stuff.
Oh yeah.
And so
that's the plot of the movie.
They look at the screen flashes to like a brief thing of like subliminal messaging because you're being brainwashed watching the movie. That says, do you really think people would do that? Or like whatever. Like it's a very like Arthur moment.
Yeah. Well, it's the reason why I like 30 Rock so much, the comedy show, because they do that all the time.
It's fun.
They did a whole episode about how the show needed ad sponsorship. And it's being sponsored by they do like cuts, or like they break the fourth wall.
Yeah.
And they're talking about AT&T internet or something. It's so fucking funny.
That's genius. I also, speaking of like silly meta things, I've been watching a lot of I guess analysis or overviews of visual novels that go into the quote unquote denpa category, which is basically I'm trying to think of how to explain it properly. That's like, it's a foreign term, but it basically means like
now you're being xenophobic.
No. I'm saying like, because we don't really have like Western visual novels don't really compare to Japanese ones, I would say, because they don't get to the level of like depth as well as like visceral feeling for virtual anime characters.
As someone who reads comics, I understand, because there's a whole conversation. There's a whole conversation how manga is better than comic books. But with manga,
they're two sides of the same coin, though.
Yes,
but you have the divisive audiences.
The thing is with manga is that you're getting a more dedicated audience because you're paying $10 for a book.
Yeah.
So you have to get a more dedicated audience to just dedicate more time to the product, and that's why it has more time to. And one book develop a lot more character progression and whatever feelings. While a comic book, you're probably spending from $3 to $5 on it. And it's only literally a weekly snapshot, a monthly snapshot of something that overarches a bigger story collectively. So you're only getting parts of a bigger story. Well, a manga, you're getting all the story together.
You're getting chunks of the story versus getting pieces of the story.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. And like, that, so I kind of get the whole debate about it.
Yeah. So to basically to get a better idea of what Denpa is, which is sort of a meta category of visual novels. But I've been interested in them because I think it's really funny when they bring in fourth wall breaks that also include you, the player, as a character.
Okay.
So have you ever heard of Doki Doki Literature Club?
No, but I heard of Doki Doki something.
That might be what it is. Basically, it's kind of like a meta horror visual novel where you, the player, and your computer is a part of the overarching story because the actual main character of the story deletes all the other characters and only wants to spend time with you, the player, not your character in the game. If we watch a video on it later, you'll understand. But more or less, I need to visualize what you're trying to say. More or less,
I'm getting what you're saying. I just can't visualize without a visual.
So think of it kind of like when Deadpool in movies acknowledges the viewer.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of like that, but more of a obsessive thing where they want to be with you, the player, not the character.
I hate that.
It's more like a romantic thing too. There's a lot of things that go on. So Denpa in Japan is basically denotes insane and quirky people who are thought to be controlled by electromagnetic radiation. So basically there are these characters who are also...
on a good day.
Yeah, it's basically 5G making people act weird.
Oh, okay.
So that's
so
kind of
Kodayoko, the cartoon?
Code Lyoko, yeah. I don't know if that would be considered Denpa, but things like that follow in that nature of the visual novels. But it's been very fun because it's also challenging my attention span because I would only be able to watch like 5 TikToks and then I'm out and then I'm done. So I've been finally watching. I've gone back to my roots of watching 2-hour long analysis videos about things that are silly. I'm also reading books again, if anybody cares.
Do you know the last book I read was about how to quit smoking?
Did you quit smoking?
I'm not a smoker.
Have you ever been?
Never been.
Then why'd you read it?
Because I picked it up.
You want to talk about...
Am I on that list?
No.
Didn't you say you lost your phone?
It was right next to me the entire time. I just realized that. One point that I do have on here that I think is very important to the audience, member of 2, and to us as the hostesses, the hostesses, is that when we were Project Tonic, we predicted and manifested the relationship that Godzilla and King Kong have now in the current movies.
Yes.
Because those bitches are gay.
Yes, they always been gay.
Always have been.
We were on
enemies to lovers.
See, we took sides.
Ahead of the curve.
When they announced Godzilla versus King Kong, we each took a side.
Yeah.
I believe you were King Kong. Yeah, no, wait.
No, I'm pro Godzilla. You were King Kong.
It doesn't matter. We're on both different sides.
Sure.
And we our original review of the movie.
Yes.
We came to the conclusion that they were actually gay lovers.
Yeah, there should be more monster fucking.
If there were more, yes, I think we called the episode "Monster Dong."
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
So something along those lines.
Yeah, something along. I'm excited because we're gonna go watch it.
Yes.
Tonight.
Yes.
And they're lovers in this movie.
They are lovers.
Kong is literally riding Godzilla at one point.
Exactly. And Godzilla is very tsundere. So they're like, get away from me.
I recently heard there's a throuple situation in the movie.
Because there's another Kong.
No.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I saw a spoiler. I know the spoiler.
There's a whole situation.
There's another creature involved.
Yes. So it's a whole bisexual
and Godzilla gets jealous.
It's a whole bisexual triangle now.
It's BBG.
Yes.
If anybody wants to know.
So it's made this love story because it's really a love story. More complicated,
lovers of
more
different
horny,
species.
more juicy,
exactly.
And any way you can imagine juices come out of.
All orifices.
It's become much better. It's become bigger than you and I at this point.
It's become elevated to a monster orgy.
Yes.
Which we are here for.
Yes. They fought a monster with 3 heads last time.
They did.
But no, wait. No.
No, that
was Godzilla and Kings of the Monsters.
Yeah.
They fought the reincarnation of that 3-headed monster in a robotic body.
Yeah.
Which anything that just says that we're closer to sex.
Exactly.
To sex robots.
We're going to fuck a robot.
Yeah.
In the movie.
Not this one. We fucked the robot last time.
Oh. But now we're just going to have a monster orgy.
Yes.
Or
this
a
is a
monster
monster
threesome.
orgy.
Mothra is somewhere in there. I think.
That's
the
threesome part.
Oh, no.
What do you think? What the threesome part was? The villain?
No, there's another character.
There's 5 characters in this movie.
I'm not gonna say anything more because we will review it at a later date. But I will touch back on this point hopefully if I remember.
Yes, but I'm excited. I'm horny for the movie.
If you aren't
I don't want to say horny for the movie, but I'm excited for the movie.
If you aren't horny or excited to see this movie, get out of my face. My favorite thing is that
I don't know. I'm speaking for myself. I don't know if it's gonna reach levels of Doom Part 2. Where I'm obsessed with it.
You were literally like boner the entire movie for Timothée Chalamet.
I seen it 3 times.
And for Austin Jones.
I seen it 3 times. I think I've made too much memes of it that you told me to stop.
I was gonna block him.
I told my so I need to speak about it. I went to a baby shower 2 weekends ago.
And what names did you suggest?
We were asked to give baby suggestion names.
They were asking for volunteers.
I originally came up with Trump, but I said no. Everyone here is brown. Everyone's gonna.
We
get
don't
mad.
like that, man. Exactly.
I thought I think it's funny for a brown baby to be called Trump. But the 2 names I gave was Sonic,
the Hedgehog.
The Hedgehog, not the restaurant.
Yeah.
Because my mom's like, "Why are you giving this restaurant?" And I was like, "No, it's the Hedgehog."
It's the Hedgehog, Mom.
And then the
obviously.
second name I gave was Isabin Agayib, which is the name they give Timothée Chalamet because he's the chosen one.
That's Timothée Chalamet's indigenous name of the Sand People.
Yeah, and
People of the Sand.
My card was taken out of the pile and thrown away.
And I would have done the exact same thing. If I was the bearer of the child.
Agayib is a powerful prophet Messiah name, and I would be honored to name my child that. Would I personally do it? No. But if someone suggested the name, I was like, wow, that's such a great, powerful name.
Consider it, but
I would consider it for 2 minutes.
To your child.
No, I'll probably name him something like.
So you see why you're.
I'll probably name my child something like along the lines of Cameron, Connor, Patrick.
Can't, but all those names together exactly.
Exactly.
With Aldana being at the end.
Or give it the name that my mom originally wanted to give to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Joel Steve.
Do you say Joel or Joel or?
Well, the original name was gonna be Joel. It's Steve.
With the E in front of it.
Yeah.
Joel is Steve.
It's a bad name.
That's a preacher's name. That's a scammer's name. I have a question for the class and for the audience. And also for Abby, if she's listening, if she may or not been. Who do you think is a better gaslighter, you or Abby?
Oh, Abby's 10 times a better gaslighter. Abby is
gonna win in the gaslighting competition. I was thinking of this when I was putting up stuff the other day. I was like, who would win in the gaslighting competition?
And by the way, this is a compliment, not insult.
This is a compliment, exactly, because she could manipulate anybody doing anything.
Yeah, she's excellent.
Because I was going over the evidence.
I'm her easiest victim.
Exactly. Because I was going over the evidence in my head. And when you were telling me how you pay for every single meal because she puts in the
I pay for every expensive meal.
Because she puts in the inkling in your mind and plants the seed of chaos.
Yeah.
And then you convince yourself that you have to do it.
I have to do it at this point. We've already ate the food. I have to pay for it.
You have to, exactly.
Yeah.
She's playing the long game.
Abby is she's going to win. Abby is the only.
Abby for president.
Except for Scarlett, she's like my number 1 girl.
Exactly.
Like she's my baby sister, so I have to.
They're one. They're one and one.
Yeah. They're at the same level.
They're both one, but one is a dog and one is a person.
Yeah, they're at the same level. So
I don't know. Abby. I don't know how she feels about that. How would I feel being compared to a dog?
I'm not comparing. I'm not saying that she is a dog.
But you're comparing her to one.
But I'm not putting her in front of my dog.
I hope an argument comes out of this, but I'm not involved because I don't want Abby to be mad at me.
So yeah, I'm excited to go watch. We were talking about King Kong and Godzilla. I'm excited.
I'm excited because they also have like an Eclipse menu. The Alamo does.
Did you?
Yeah.
You recently went, so you know.
So this is my second movie.
Is the Eclipse menu good?
John.
And by the way, we're talking about Eclipse, not the Twilight movie, right?
Yeah, we're talking about the physical eclipse that's happening.
By the way, we have to review one of those movies still.
Oh, we do need, but we need to watch them with Abby.
Yeah, Abby's invited to review.
Yeah, we need to watch at least one of them, if not all of them, all together, and have to sleep over.
I can't do all 5 of them.
There's 5?
Yes, because the last movie is broken down into parts.
It is. You know, I've never seen Breaking Down Part 2. I've only seen the first one.
The first one sucks.
I like the first one.
Part 2 is the best one because there's a fight scene.
Get out of my face. Yeah.
That's the only reason why it makes it worth it.
You know what? I feel like the fighting scenes were coordinated very well for their time in the movies. At least I think so.
You know, I just don't like that it was the second movie to emphasize the part that we should part 2 the last movie, the last book.
Because Harry Potter started it, right?
Harry Potter was the first one. Twilight was the second one.
Meyer enabled it.
Yes. And then Hunger Games was the third
and now
one to do
we have
it.
fucking Dune doing that bullshit.
Oh my!
What
no,
happened
no. Dune was supposed to be broken down.
Okay, so Dune makes sense.
The book is too big of a book to break it just doing one movie.
Why? Let's just have one movie. Why do we have to have two movies? I get you want to make more money, but for me as a viewer, it'd be easier if it was one movie.
Okay, so I agree with movies when there's like too much happening in a book.
Do you enjoy?
Okay, so like
wait, hold on. But there's a difference between book adaptations, which most of the time are the purveyors of being the fucking part 2 movie enablers.
Yeah.
But
give me an example of something that maybe I would disagree with. Because superhero movies are technically part 2s of other movie.
That's true.
Yeah, so those don't count.
Or prequels and sequels. Well, here's the thing. Would you prefer to have just a longer movie and extended cut for those book-based movies, or would you prefer just to have part 1, part 2?
So if it's an interesting book, right? If it's a very interesting point and the 2 book halves, right? If you could like split it in half, right? And like if it makes sense to break it up, because one part is completely different from the other part.
The first one.
I agree.
Because
right?
Dune it makes sense.
Yes. Like the Hunger Games.
Twilight,
for Hunger Games Mockingjay, which is like the last book that was broken down in 2.
Yeah.
That could easily be done in one movie. It should have not been 2 parts.
It shouldn't have been 2 parts.
Never should have been 2 parts.
I feel the same about the Twilight one as well.
Yes,
I
agree with Twilight.
It didn't need to be
the
2
only
movies.
one I kind of agree with is Harry Potter. Because it was kind of like...
that's a lot of material.
And also, it's a lot of material. Also, it was kind of like the ending of like a decade of movies.
It was a lot. Yeah, because they have like 12, 13, 15 movies, right?
So it kind of deserved the 2-part.
It just makes sense.
It just makes sense.
Yeah.
But Twilight, Hunger Games... they don't belong in those, and they easily could just been one movie.
The Twilight books are chunky, but the fucking Hunger Games books are not.
No, they're not chunky at all.
I feel like those are easily adaptable, in my opinion.
But I think it's only beneficial if the movie, if the story benefits from it.
Yes, so especially if there's a lot of material to cover.
Yes. So like Wicked, that's being adapted into the movie, the play.
Oh, the play. It's based off a movie? I mean, a book?
I believe, yes. It's based on a book. Maybe the book was based on the play. I don't know. It's based on something. That is being adapted into a 2-part movie. I recently heard that maybe it's being adapted to a 3-part movie.
3?
But I think all the best music from that play is on the first part of the book.
Yeah, I agree.
Not on the second half of the play. But yeah, that's being adapted into 2 parts that I know for sure.
Oh, discover the true story of the Witches of Oz. But so is it based off the book from Dorothy?
So it's not. So this is technically the prequel to Wizard of Oz.
Oh, this is the prequel.
So this is a story about Elphaba, the Wicked Witch of the West.
Oh yeah,
and Glenda
and the sisters.
Yeah.
Let's look up what is it based off of.
Just look it up on Wikipedia, and then it has a hyperlink to something else.
Wicked is based on the 1995 Gregor Maguire novel Wicked.
Okay, so it's
The
based
Life
on
and
a
Times
novel.
of the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah, okay.
So it is a musical adapted from the book, which just have source material.
Yeah,
but maybe I should read it. I don't know. I'm not a big fantasy person.
I remember in middle school, this girl loved the book. No, I didn't personally. I don't have time for Wizard of Oz.
Girls love fantastical things like fairies, elves, Neopets.
True, but I don't have time. But I loved Narnia. That's the thing.
Narnia was good.
Narnia was so good.
Yeah.
The books are even better.
The books are immaculate.
Super religious, but in hyper context, I could take what's ever in the book and throw it back in my conservative family.
That is very true.
So it's kind of great.
Oh, we also need to have a discussion about you. So one of the other points that I want to discuss very briefly, maybe not briefly, because we're going to go on a couple of tangents here because I'm going to burn this person alive next to me. Hold on.
Was it all the comments?
We're getting there. Give me a moment. There has been a lot of unsettled, aggressive, anticipative energy going on because not only are we currently a retrograde, we also are in the midst of the eclipse forming on Monday. And there has just been a lot of things going on. I've been restless. I felt faint. I felt ill. I felt like I've sort of regressed in my progress toward becoming who I want to be, right? Very brief, very small steps taking it back, right? But I still feel like something is affecting me. And I'm blaming it on the eclipse because I don't have
so
any.
You were serious when you got in my car and said that?
I was serious.
Okay,
yes.
I thought you were joking.
I was not joking.
Okay, so you're actually serious about it.
Yes, because there are things. I wouldn't say there's not too many things going wrong in my life. I
would say that my microwave is acting a little bit odd,
it's
but
weird.
Yeah,
things are animals, people.
Wait, do you think that thing shut off because of that?
It was the eclipse.
Wow.
They don't want us to spread our word.
They don't want
me to tell the truth of what is happening. Obama, Biden,
Trump. Don't forget there was another president between those
Kamala, Colin Alfred, the current person who's also running
against Ted Cruz, which I have a feeling he's going to beat his ass.
I hope he does.
It's looking really bad for Ted Cruz.
So things are being amplified, right? And the person next to me is a beautiful hot mess, right? But they love to debate and argue. Hence why they are the pot stir, shit stir in their family, which I have evidence of. And Sergio's mom, if she understood English, will also agree with me. And if Abby tells his mom that
Abby would agree with you.
Exactly.
Abby would agree that
everyone in Sergio's family would agree with me. Sergio's immediate family. I'm not talking about them other
the
people.
Extended family, yeah.
And I probably would also agree as well. This person sent me a TikTok, and not even to look at the TikTok, but said, go look at the comments. And what do I see in the comments? But almost like a 50 comment thread of...
It's a long ass thread for my tiny funny comments.
But it's not just people disagreeing with Sergio's opinion.
They're fighting with me.
It's Sergio going back and forth with these brain dead people who obviously are there to try to get their last bit in. But Sergio's not letting them get their last bit in.
No, I'm going to be the last one to say something.
Every single time they think that they got their last piece in, Sergio kept going on. And this was not just a few comments. There was at least 5 to 6 people Sergio was antagonizing to the very end, because it would be like a minute or like 50 minutes ago, 45 minutes ago, 49 minutes ago. This was very active on his part.
Do you want me to read all the comments? I'll read them all.
You can read them all, but I just want to let you know that people who are annoying are going to be even more annoying now. Yeah. And case in point, I'm going to let Sergio read his nonsensical comments.
The TikTok, or the original TikTok is... Alexa and Carlos Peña Vega talking how they maybe cheated the system to changing their name. They think they're so funny, so smart about it.
Oh yeah, it didn't make sense to me.
It also didn't make sense to me, but they're on a podcast talking about it.
They're on their podcast.
Dumb comment, which has the most likes on the page. I'm just gonna say that.
It does.
It said, "Ooh, Trump supporters really do age badly because these two look like they're meth addicts."
Carlos Peña does.
He looks like he got the soul sucked out of him.
Awful. And in comparison, especially if you look at him now compared to his other castmates currently,
yes,
he
looks worse.
He looks the worst looking out of them.
That's why I made the comment, and she looks pretty bad too. She looks like she's 50.
I will not comment on her appearance. I don't know
okay, anyway. So someone made they deleted their comment because my comeback was so good.
Sergio's a bully, guys.
The first comment, one of the top comment under my thread, right?
Yes.
So I was like, ooh, Trump supporters really do age badly. So they said something about me, like, oh, at least they're going to make it to 50, but you're not because I'm big, right?
Yeah, because they were trying to make a fat joke.
So I put a cry smiley emoji, and I was like, at least they already aged. They already have aged. And congrats on you're the first one to do a fat joke. So original. They deleted their comment. Someone said, why are you so hateful? I'm like, hateful? I literally just responded. Sir, are you okay? I'm like, fine, thanks for asking. Are you okay? And then they said something about how their friend, like, they accused me of using drugs. They also deleted their comment.
Oh.
They accused me of doing something like, they have a buddy who's like going through times. So I was like, so your response to being outwitted is using an allegation. That seems like the natural response. And they're like, huh, like I said, go get help, brother. Life is beautiful. Period. And I said, I'll get help if you do too. And he said, acceptance is the first step. Good job. Keep it up. So I responded, so you're down for her as well, because I didn't see a no. Good job for the both of us. Woohoo. He said, work on your comebacks. And it's embarrassing at this point. Blessed day, brother. And I said, it took you almost an hour to say just that. I'm embarrassed for you. And then he responded, sorry, it's called a life. I have one. You should try it. Let me guess your comeback. I would try if you do too. Said, no, I already used that one. I'm glad we're in sync. Give me the day and I will come up with something better. He said, bro, go socialize. It's brutal for you. And I said, I'm socializing with you. Period. Then he ends it. You're right. Have a good day, brother. So I beat him.
I like that he's trying to say the same. He's basically trying to shut you up 4 different times.
And I just kept on going. And then I won.
You know what? We're not going to stop here. Let's keep going.
Someone said, the fuck did that come from? And I said, the comment shop. Where did yours come from? She said, same kissy face. I was like, I hope you got a discount on it. And she said, I did. I didn't respond to that one because I was like, no,
that one was kind of lame.
She kind of gave up.
Yeah, she didn't try very hard.
My favorite one was like, oh, you're the one to talk, Serge. It's like, ooh, you got me good.
I love that one.
So see you back under the troll bridge in 5. It's like, only you would know where that's located, Serge. I was like, well, that's a lie. I hear you're a regular there. And she says, lying is a sign, a sin, Serge.
Yeah, that one
Stop
was a good one.
talking to the people there. I said, why do you keep on saying my name? Are you AI or just think it gets your point across? End of conversation.
You got
and
the
then
AI
she
bot.
said, the last one said, oh no, there's 60 more comments here. Jesus.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Not taking Androchrome like your faves. And I was like, babe, they can't afford it. The Spy Kids money is dried up.
Exactly.
She said, nah, they just have morals. Isn't everything in babies to be protected? I said, how would you know if they have morals? And I doubt they actually care about babies. I didn't want to get too political on that one.
Yeah.
And someone said, oh, they use your right for free speech to choose something other than what you like. I was like, good for them. Just like I used my right to free speech to make a comment that I originally posted.
Period.
She said, ha ha ha. Responding to what? There's nothing political about this post. You're just a liberal looking to spew your Mr. Hate for common sense any chance you get.
Liberals.
And I said, what? Why are you so angry at my comment? She responded, why are you so angry and spreading unnecessary hate? And I said, if stating a simple opinion is spreading hate, I would suggest visiting a dictionary and checking out the definition of hate. And she said, stating a falsehood is spreading hate and simply is more of a projection of how you feel about yourself. Have the day you deserve, hate spreader. I said, ooh, you're mad. Check the definition of opinion as well. God bless.
That was a good one too.
Yeah, right?
I was like, ooh, that's a Z.
And she's like, no, not mad. Just tired of people like you spreading your hate and around thinking it's okay.
Fucking liberals.
Again, not spreading hate, just responding my opinion. Do you go around and comment like this on every comment you don't agree on? That was my response.
Yeah.
And she's like, again, you're very mature. And I was like, yes, but this thread is from my original comment.
Also, even though Sergio is being annoying, he's not saying anything derogatory about these people.
Nor them.
Sergio was attacked
nor the responders
several times.
Yes.
Exactly.
So that's how you troll the trolls.
How long was that for you?
2 days.
Time? Oh my God. 2 days of this nonsense.
2 days. It started.
Did you have fun though?
Oh, I loved it. I started Saturday
afternoon. Of course
afternoon.
he fucking did.
I started Saturday afternoon, ended Sunday afternoon.
That's
so
what you
pretty
did.
much a
so
day.
That's what you did with your weekend time?
Well, I did, yeah, pretty much. Just because
Between
we also had a
activities.
family gathering, which I
Yeah.
told you about, which we don't comment about that right now.
Yeah.
So I was keeping myself busy with the comments.
You also did bring back the Dune memes because I remember. Oh no, not the Dune memes. It was the J-Lo memes because fucking Abby asked you what you wanted for lunch, and you were like, "Give me a fucking ham and cheese on a roll."
She should have just come up to me.
No,
she gave me too much by
she
texting
walked
me.
Into that.
She gave me too much time to think about my response.
She walked into
and
it.
because I just saw the thing again, I responded with that. She said, "Fuck off."
Oh, that was so funny.
I love my
it's
weekend.
It's gonna keep circulating forever. But honestly, like, goddamn, fucking orange drink, suck my ass. What do you mean, orange drink?
Would you ever thought I would have been that good at responding at trolls? Trolling the trolls?
Of course.
You really?
You are
I don't know how I pull it out of my ass, but I did.
It's a little part
Also,
of
Abby's
you.
boyfriend did help me a little bit with some of the responses.
Y'all were just looking at it together. You're fucking bonding
No, I was
time.
telling him. He asked me like, "How's it going?" And I would tell him, "Oh, this is the new one I got." So he would tell me, "Oh, you." I was like, he was my soundboard. I was like, I'm thinking of responding this. He's like, maybe you should say it like this. So
tweak it here.
Yeah.
Y'all cooking collaborative efforts
Yeah.
of just making people go insane. Good bonding time though.
Yeah, it was great.
There's no better bonding like being a hater with someone.
Yes, for no reason.
It's trauma bonding and disliking something.
By the way,
or someone.
if people didn't like my comment, they could easily just dislike it. There's a thumbs down
exactly
icon for that.
Or just
and no one
report.
thumbs it down.
No.
Someone could easily I would have said that, but then my comment would have been reported.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I didn't want to do that.
But now everyone who's listening, if you do hate Sergio, or
Just
mass
go
report his
report it.
comment, get his account deleted. Because that's what happened to fucking Project Tonic TikTok.
But we have our own suspicion about who did that.
Oh, we did. We
yeah, we
absolutely
do.
did.
We're like, there's no way. Because I think when
Also, it's just so much work. I'm not gonna go. Bring
no,
back TikTok.
I don't give a shit about it. The same time where a report our account got taken down, that person looked at my profile And I think they were trying to do the same on mine. But because I don't post on TikTok, they didn't have anything to report
you can't
on.
Report anything.
So what I did is just block that person. But it did seem like it was like I'm putting the pieces like months after.
Yeah.
And it just makes sense that maybe the person did
that's
it.
what they did. Yeah, because our account was so small too that I think just like one report probably would
You
have
would have taken it down. Yeah.
Yeah. Even though we didn't really say anything malicious. Yeah, it was all hyperbolative and also exaggerative.
A lot. Also, it was taken down during the time we weren't posting anything on that.
Oh yeah, it had been a while. So I think it makes sense. It was basically an abandoned
one of our last posts was maybe back in September of 2 years ago, like when
quite
2 years ago, like after the wedding,
prior to things that happened. Yeah.
So that makes sense. The count was still on until like last year, which
because it was like I tried to like check it and then it was like, oh, your account got deleted. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess we don't have a TikTok anymore.
We could make one for this podcast. We just need to make it under a different email.
Yeah, I'm lazy. I can barely keep up with our current socials. I don't think I can. Well, honestly, TikTok is fun. It is really fun. I love editing, but sometimes I'm just like, it's just hard to schedule stuff on there.
Yeah.
That's my issue with Instagram as well. It's like, why are you making it so hard to schedule stuff?
I still don't know how to schedule stuff on Instagram.
It's really easy.
I don't even bother.
Well, here's the thing. It's not very easy. You have to go through a lot of like folders and like brand option trees, which I think is stupid. Especially if you have like a business account. We just need a social media intern. I mean, we don't. I'm the intern, but I'm also a producer. At least give me a free ketchup packet or a mayonnaise ketchup.
There's Taco Bell sauce in my fridge if you want some.
I have too many.
Oh, okay.
I have so many in my apartment.
It's hot. It's not mild.
I love hot. You remember when they had the green one?
They do still have one. The avocado salsa?
No, it's not avocado. It's the green.
Oh,
it's just
the green salsa.
The verde.
Okay, the verde sauce.
Yeah.
No, but they have.
I miss the verde.
So they have like, I had Taco Bell last night. They have like cantina stuff going on.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, so they give you an avocado sauce now.
Oh, no.
It just looks nasty, so I just threw it away.
Yeah, I missed the green packet. Yeah. I wanted to talk briefly about, well, nothing is brief with this podcast.
No.
I apologize for even saying that.
It's a lie. It's a lie at this point.
It really is. I'm like, let's talk about this quickly.
I just went through all the comments on that little thread. That little thread.
The small thread of 60 to 80 comments of you being asinine.
Oh my God.
Unfortunately, so we're recording this on the 6th. As of the 5th, I would not be a good news reporter as well. I'm not good at explaining anything. I just wanted to say that. All 99-cent stores, which are the 99-cent stores.
Oh, I thought you were actually going to say something heartbreaking. No. I mean, this is sort of heartbreaking for the people who need it, but...
Yeah, because as I told Sergio in the car as well as we were leaving, because they are having a lot of liquidation sales. Oh. To retract my previous statement, to expound upon it. As you can see, I'm very eloquent with my fucking words. As of April 5th, 2024, all 99-cent store, not Family Dollar or Dollar Tree or anything you would consider, quote unquote, the dollar, the 99-cent store, all of their locations are being shut down and all of their items are being liquidated and people are losing their jobs, unfortunately. And a lot of people in the neighboring neighborhoods and communities are losing a pillar of their community because things are very affordable there. Very, very affordable. I paid for someone's goods on the transaction that we just did briefly yesterday. I'm not saying anything important anymore. I'm sorry, guys.
No, you are.
I paid for someone's items because they had misplaced their goods and they had kids in their cart. And I was like, you know what? This reminds me of my childhood. So I was like, let me just do a good thing and pay for their stuff. They had a bunch of toys and then I had maybe like some candy and some stuff all together. And it was quite like it was like 4 bags of stuff.
She had a lot of stuff.
Yeah. $22.73. There's nowhere you can go now to buy toys, candies, and things like that for that cheap anymore because Family Dollar is expensive. Dollar Tree is $1.25. So it just really sucks that we're losing stuff like that. I know I say we, like as in me and Sergio, but like still people who go to the Dollar Tree or the Dollar.
It's more of a collective we. Like
yeah, it's people everybody. In the community. It's very sad because I saw the TikTok the other day and people were like, where the fuck am I going to get groceries now? Or am I going to get affordable things? So it's just very disheartening because sure, they might have been acquired by other stuff, but.
Thanks, Obama.
Exactly. It's also, I did want to stop by to see if anything was on sale. They had some sales. Stuff is 10% off.
Yeah, when I hear liquidation, I'm thinking 50-60% off, not 10% off.
Yeah, whenever the Tuesday morning near me came,
I hate like, Tuesday morning.
That's why they no longer exist. They had like sales and stuff, and it was like, oh, 70% off, 80% off, which that is a liquidation sale.
Yeah. Can I tell you something about Tuesday morning? My mom loved Tuesday morning.
Of course she loves Tuesday morning.
But she likes that stupid knickknack stuff and all that garbage.
They have so much trash.
Every time I went into that store, I felt like I was aging 50 times faster and time was stopping.
So time freezes when you're in there because we only went in there once ever before it got shut down permanently and was clearanced out. So we didn't get to experience it once. We bought Ravioli's cat tree in there and that was it. It was $80. It was a pretty big cat tree. It was a good deal. I was like, why do I feel like I'm in a flea market that's from the 80s? Like, there's just
it's legit what it feels
random
like.
shit
Yeah.
because it's like a combination of like a fancy Ross,
it's someone
TJ Maxx,
and a Joanne Fabrics. That's exactly what it feels like.
It's an old person store. The cashier, there was no young people there. The cashier was at least in her 40s and 50s. The last time I was there, it was very bizarre.
Yeah,
they have a lot of junk there too.
So much junk. My mom loved it.
It's an old lady store.
My mom one time we got in an argument. I was like, that's why they're taking all the Tuesday mornings away because you made me mad.
I did this, Mom, just to spite you. But going back to the 99-cent store, it's literally like a time travel zone because there was things in there that I haven't seen in nearly a decade.
Sam, I made the comment about seeing a keychain I haven't seen since 2016.
Yeah, literally. There was like snacks that I haven't seen since literally I was like 8 years old. There was just random things that I was just like, what the fuck is this?
You know what I was surprised I didn't see there? Like candy wise? Mm-hmm. Back there used to be like a candy that was like a liquid inside, but you could also eat the wax.
Oh, the little bottles.
I didn't see those in there. I'm surprised I didn't see those.
I don't think you can get those anymore. At least in America. Maybe they're available in the UK.
Maybe.
Because
American children are stupid.
They are.
They're far stupider than any other.
Because you used to, it was like edible, but it was meant you're just supposed to suck on it.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to eat it. So I'm sure people got wax stuck in their stomach.
But it's edible wax.
It is, but
it's not meant to be.
Good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh no, it tastes like shit.
Because I also know what you're talking about. I think
the only part that was meant to be eaten was the top when you
you rip off it off,
and that was supposed to be eaten.
Yeah.
With the juice.
Because there's a specialty candy store. Like sometimes in some malls, they'll have a big candy store. And sometimes you can find things that you aren't able to find anywhere else, like lavender colored M&Ms and pastel blue M&Ms.
By the way, speaking of malls and candy stores.
Yeah.
Those candy stores where you scoop up the candy, those are going away. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
It's all being replaced, but it's sugar.
Yeah, it's sugar.
Which I made a diabetic joke last time I saw it, remember?
Yeah, I remember. I was there. It like grand open. Yeah, they have a lot of like big candy items. No, large fake candy with real candy inside. Yeah. But it's not a lot. It's not the amount.
It's not scoopable.
It's all very, because they also have like slime cereal. It's more kind of like fake out gross stuff. Things that like iPad babies would be interested in. But it's not a traditional candy store where like not even like Willy Wonka-esque, but more just like the ones that I'm thinking of. The last one I remember very vividly is at Katie Mills Mall, which no longer exists.
Nope, Katie Mills is still there.
Oh, never mind. But maybe the candy store.
I was thinking about the one in Lubbock.
The one in Lubbock too. I remember I bought like $15 worth of candy, and I had it in my backpack for like 3 weeks, and I was just eating out of it because I didn't realize. Well, of course I knew it's by weight, but I didn't think I had gotten that much. So I got like 3 of every type of chocolate candy because I love chocolate.
Do you remember the first time we went? I was like, I'm just wanting a little bit of candy. I spent like $60,
$30. Yeah. It's so easy to get entrapped because you're like, oh, this weighs so little, but then you're adding it into one bag,
big, giant ass
and
bag.
It goes by weight. But these places, if you've never been into like what we're talking about, or you live over the pond or whatever, they're these big, brightly lit shops where there's containers upon containers of loose candy. Think of like the bulk section or bulk spice section at a Whole Foods or Sprouts or whatever, but it's all candy. So like a whole wall full of different color M&Ms. You have like no name Reese's, chocolate covered everything.
Anything you could think of, they have it.
Every chocolate covered fruit, every type of sour gummy, every type of regular gummy, like those
animal shaped gummies.
Those are the places where you would be able to get like the gummy teeth, the gummy watermelons, etc. And they would have like actual giant lollipops, and those the only places you can also get jawbreakers and stuff like that. And now they're just going out of existence because they're being replaced by these stupid little like TikTok shop S ones.
Yeah.
And they don't even have candy pickles or like chamoy wrap pickles.
They don't have any of that shit. It's just like nerds in a giant box. That's literally what it is.
That's not fun. That's not candy. Well, I mean, it's candy, but it's not fun.
Yeah, but I mean, that's more like for like oh, I'm going to a baby shower and I'm taking this for everyone to have a laugh. That's literally what that's for.
Yeah, it's like gag gifts almost.
Yeah.
Which is like, that's not what I want.
Candy.
Yeah, I want real candy.
By the way, do you think going into slime is a beneficial, like profitable business?
Now
today?
in 2024?
Yeah.
No, I think that you missed your mark.
Damn.
You can. Oh yeah, John also made a comment that he said that the name of your monster thingy, whatever, was bad. It didn't make sense. Whenever we had the mascot contest between us, the competition.
You know what? I take back what I said about John earlier today. I wish you not a happy birthday.
No longer happy birthday. Sorry, babe. Very silly. I was gonna say something and I forgot.
Chomp Chomp Slime Factory.
Oh yeah, he said that it doesn't make sense because why would you have slime and pizza? It was something that made sense.
The cheese is the slime.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Yes, if you make it especially ooey
Don't
gooey.
yell at me. Talk to John. I didn't disagree
Call
with you.
John right now. I'll yell at him right now.
He's at work.
I don't care. This is important.
You want him to be yelled at just like how people yelled at him yesterday?
Oh no, I feel bad now.
No. He didn't get yelled at, but like this is why I'm saying like something's up with the energy because customers are already stupid, evil, annoying, right? They're being, if you can imagine it, even more stupid, evil, and annoying. And let me tell you my experience because this is also a talking point that I had before we fucking end this episode. This is why I'm also going to start beating up children. So if I go to jail, it's because I beat up a child.
You're also going to beat up JoJo Siwa, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Me and her.
Because Karma's a bitch and she should have known better.
And she should invite her ex on the podcast to make it spicy.
Yeah.
I'm not. JoJo Siwa, let's date for one day and then I'll be on your podcast, whatever. I need the clout. JoJo Siwa, come on, man. I also like women.
Would you have 3 kids called Eddie, Freddie, and Teddy?
But JoJo Siwa, no.
Look, in general, would you have those 3 names?
Eddie, Teddy, and Freddie. Maybe
if you had 3 kids and you had to name them, those would you?
No, they would be Freddie, Foxy, and Bonnie. Obviously. As to our precast discussion.
You would take one of them, but not the other 2.
No, yeah, I would. Freddie, I think, is a cute name because like Freddie from iCarly, it could be with the IE. You don't really need a nickname, but
Freddie
like
Jones.
No,
that's the only Freddie I know.
Oh,
Scooby Doo.
His
name is Fred Jones.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of so much.
Do you not know their names? Freddie Jones, Fred Jones,
I don't know their
Shaggy Rogers,
Velma's last name?
Velma Dinkley, Daphne Blake, Scooby Roger.
He has a full name.
Scooby.
Fake fan. Stupid bitch. Exactly. Shut the fuck up.
Scooby Robert? No, I don't know Scooby's
he has
full
a full name.
Yeah,
but it's like 4 names.
Yeah.
Regardless, let me go back to my fucking tangent.
You're a fake fan. You can't even name the humans.
I am. I'm sorry, Scooby. Scrappy got me.
Scrappy sucks.
He's in my brain. It's the Eclipse, Scrappy Doo, it's JoJo Siwa. There's just a lot.
Did you see the TikTok where she's dancing, but she's dancing to the music from the first Scooby Doo movie?
She is?
When they're dancing? You should look at the TikToks I sent you. You should watch them.
Everybody who sent me TikToks, I'm so sorry because I have so many to look at and I don't look at any of them.
You don't look at any of mine.
I will go through though. If you see me liking them in succession, it's because I'm
like a month
liking
later.
All of them. Yeah, I'm like a month later, and I'll be like,
Wait, you should open yours right now after we're done.
I will not do that. So I was putting up stuff at work, as I do at my job. It's a lot of stocking, baking, and washing shit. I'm going around the corner of one of the displays to go look at something so I can restock it. A fucking like 4'10" child. That's
a big
runs
child.
into me and refuses to move. So I'm like, excuse me. And then I walk through them because I'm not going to go around you. You're a child. Respect me. I'm an adult. I never more in my life.
She demands respect.
I never wanted more in my life to push over a child and step on them. Because people who don't respect service workers raise children who are further disrespectful and treat us like shit.
Yes.
It's like, first of all, the child did not even say, excuse me, did not even say sorry, looked at me deadpan and expected me to get out of her way.
Oh, fuck that.
And it may seem like I'm coming from a place of privilege, but it's more just like a basic respect thing.
It's a basic respect
because
thing.
we were raised to be respectful, say sorry, excuse me, to let the elderly person pass in front of you.
It's like when my mom complains, or like when any family member complains, we're at a dining situation outside. It's just like, oh my God, the person hasn't come over. I was like, okay, there's so many other people here. Just wait your turn.
Yeah.
It's basically as that. It's not their fault that it's busy here.
Exactly. A waiter and waitresses are not slaves. They're meant to wait on your table when they have the time to.
Yes.
There's also a bunch of other back of the house stuff that goes on. But again, it's just like basic respect. Also, like I get out of the way for pregnant people and for elderly people.
I don't. I treat them as equals.
Sergio's evil.
No.
I'm a young,
I'm
respectful.
I'm about to treating people with any type of disability as equal, and being pregnant, I feel like it's a disability.
I'm not commenting on that. But the basic thing is get out of the way.
Carriers.
Yeah, get out of the way if I'm in your way. So if there's another child who tries to disrespect me at my job, my place of work, just know I'm
gonna kick you.
I'm sending you home with 2 black eyes.
Oh shit!
I got 2 fists, one, and also this kid was wearing glasses, so I was like, "You fucking nerd, just fucking." And I'm
dweeb.
Exactly. Get out of our way. Oh my goodness! Wow. But it's just like, please, the best thing you can do. Teach your child, please, and thank you, and get out of the way of strangers, especially someone who's working there, because I have business to do. You're leisurely shopping your child. What responsibilities do you have?
So
get out of my way.
You're coming out as a official child hater.
No, I like children. That's the thing that makes me mad. I didn't want to be mad at a kid. I was like, why am I mad? I understand they're a kid, but like still.
I hate children.
Because there's also like a small kids gymnasium thing, and I was like, oh, the babies. Yeah. I wasn't like, ew. I think it's because I have ovaries, and I'm just like, oh.
Your clock is ticking. What's going on?
I know, dude. Just something. Every year it gets worse because I'm like,
you know, I would say that this year
it's like a curse. It's like a demon. Like, it's insane. It's scary. It's like I become a werewolf.
This year, I think is the first time I ever softened up to the idea of maybe wanting a child.
Ew.
But this
is coming from the #1 child hater.
Yeah, I don't like children at all.
Who wants to bar children from places?
I feel like they should go to school.
More laws on them.
I feel like there should be a law that says they should go to school from 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. and you're only allowed 1 hour.
We don't want to see any of them.
Free time, and then it's a mandate. They have to be home by 7 p.m.
Sergio, I don't mind licking.
Like if your child's out, they're getting arrested and being put into a child camp.
I do not like seeing children though when they should be in school or somewhere else. I'm like, why are you here? I know why I'm here. I have the day off of work. I'm a working tax-paying adult.
I'm also working, so my taxes are paid for your school.
Exactly. Why
are you
here?
out?
Go to school.
Go back, take the STAR test.
Oh yeah, it's a STAR
Did you ever take the STAR test?
No, I didn't have to. Only
task babies,
only the
right?
Tax. TAKS.
Task.
I'm dyslexic. Anyways, do you have any closing statements to say?
Yeah, I have never felt more dyslexic until I did that test, the writing test.
Yes, goddamn.
I was like, I can't do this.
Test.
It's stupid.
It's me with FAFSA versus FAFSA. It's hard. Don't ask me to spell anything. Don't ask me to repeat any number back to you because
it's just FAFSA, right?
It's FA. No, it's FASFA.
No,
it is. I think so. We'll look.
So it's FAFSA?
No, hold on. No. It's not in Spanish. It's let me.
Well, in Spanish is FASA.
FASA.
Yeah, it's just FASA.
There's no F.
There's FASA. Oh, I guess you're skipping over the second F.
Oh no, it is FAFSA.
It's FAFSA.
FAFSA.
Yeah.
Damn, girl. I'm not winning any spelling competitions anytime soon.
That's my closing remark.
If you want to follow any of our social medias, you should. At Isnosomnia, ISNOSOMNA.
You can find me at Search Thoughts on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, where I'll be fighting with people.
Yeah, if you see it at Search Thoughts in your comments, just block and report. Don't even engage with him.
Don't engage.
Don't give him the satisfaction because he's gonna be laughing.
Every comment I get, I'm like already thinking when I'm gonna respond to it, and I'm laughing.
Exactly,
yeah.
He's being evil.
Yeah,
that's our time.
Bye.
I'm so old and I'm so hungry.